Well, I came to the University of Southern Mississippi back in 1995, so I've known her now for almost 28 years. And I can tell you that without her support and her inspirational viewpoints and perspectives that I wouldn't be where I am today. She's been an integral part of this faculty since 1972.
I was a graduate student, graduated from the University of Wyoming. When I was there as a graduate student, I worked in what was called the First Chance Program, which was one of the beginning programs nationwide that was looking at the treatment of children, pretty much like we have in the Children's Center. I then was hired by the public school systems in Iowa, and in the summertime I would go back to the University of Wyoming and serve as the clinic supervisor there in the summertime, and then would be at Iowa. USM recruited me from Iowa, and I joined the faculty here. It's a continuation of what we had, Wyoming and other schools throughout the nation had become interested in the treatment of. First, we looked at children from 3 to 5. One of the things that had always concerned me in my practice was that there were groups of children with very complex multiple problems that did not seem to respond to treatment as rapidly in the procedures we were using and in the twice-a-week scheduling. And we began to realize that intensive scheduling was going to be needed, and that we needed to have a complete team of professionals to work with these children.
Back then, it was then the Department of Speech and Hearing Sciences was located in the Honors College. And so in 1973, she wrote a grant to start the Children's Center. And the Children's Center had a first class of 5 students that was located in the attic of the Honors House. And today, the Children's Center has more than 80 children that they serve on an annual basis. So the impact that she's made, not only here at the university, but in the community at large, is just incredible.
It was called the Preschool Language Program. It was the first one that the state funded. I started with 5 children. We were in Honor House, and then pretty soon this building was finished, and we moved over here. The program very rapidly began to grow, and then we became also involved and interested in the treatment of infants, and so that we added children under 3 years of age into the program.
Mary has taught a total of 16 of our undergraduate and graduate courses since she's been here. And so the number of students who have learned from her and then gone on to teach other adults and children how to communicate is just incredible.
It's really gratifying. It's a great feeling to be able to see that and to watch it grow and see all the new and innovative things that have developed throughout the years and the kinds of services that we've been able to provide to the public. And we, a lot of the people that now administer that program I trained, and that's very special, is to get to see them grow. And the program has grown way beyond, I think, probably further than I ever thought it would go. The fact that we're beginning to understand that the sooner we treat many of these disorders, the better the prognosis. When I started, of course, some of the feelings were that you needed to wait until the child was school age before you could start to treat. And we know now that, as with many, many disorders, the sooner the better. One of the things that we are learning now is that our job so dovetails into everything: academics, the job, people, the skills that they need on the job, that there is more and more demand for our services and more needs. And I think that freshness, that always having a new challenge, is probably what's kept my interest so very long.
The fact that she gets up every morning and wants to come back to work is an inspiration to all the faculty members here, and we hope that she'll continue to be with us for several more years.
It came very fast, which I was surprised when I looked back and thought about the time. It's like I had a really good time doing what I'm doing and enjoyed it, and the time went very fast. Doesn't feel like 50 years.